What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to the Northampton Youth Squad Heroes series here on the channel. In the last episode, it was kind of an introduction episode, getting you familiar with the team, the players, the manager, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, and telling you just like the basics of what's going to happen in the series, the transfer window, the first season, all that kind of stuff. So if you missed that episode, make sure you go back and watch it. It's just basically like an information, just like a starter, like an introduction, like I said earlier, like an introduction episode. So that's what happened in the first episode, but now we are here, episode number 2. We get to finally see this team in action, and we are playing the preseason tournament. And we're probably going to blow by these teams. Let's get straight into it with the first simulation of the game. We got to go against Wise Baden. And we beat them 5-1. That's how this entire season's going to go, I project. That's my prediction for this entire season. We are not going to lose a single game in this season. That is my big prediction. Next game against Willem 2, the second squad at William, I guess. I don't know. I never heard of this team before. We beat them 3-0. So we are currently undefeated in the preseason tournament. No surprise there. Let's simulate some training drills. Get Mason Greenwood up to a 68 overall. He's about halfway there right now. And now the third and final game of the group stages in the preseason tournament. We have a loan offer for a Rodrigo that's been retracted. International management. I don't know if I'm going to do international management. Let's see. Rodrigo wants to go out on loan. Oh, that's the one that was rejected or retracted. That's okay. Okay, this. Oops, dropped my controller. This is the team that won their first game against Willem 2-1. They've got 3 points in the group stage, and they get shut out on the road. 4 different people from Northampton score a goal, and we sweep the group stages onto the semifinals of the tournament. We should be able to sweep this entire tournament. We shouldn't have any struggles until we get to the Premier League. That's what I'm predicting right now. We shouldn't have any struggles whatsoever. If I do things the right way, if I train the right people, if nobody gets hurt, injuries are going to be a big factor, I bet. Because one player, I know we have a lot of depth and a lot of good players, but one injury could really derail this whole thing that I got going on here. So we got to be real oh, excuse me. We got to be real careful with how we train and how we play players that are a little tired. Like, we don't want to just run our players into the ground. That's why I'm thinking about doing a second team, so that we can give these guys a little bit of a break, like a little bit of time to heal up. So I did say in the last episode that if we made it to the final, I would play the preseason friendly tournament final. So that is what I'm gonna do. Gronegdigan, I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry, but you're not gonna be much more than an afterthought, because this team is so high powered, so deadly. It's just crazy. It's just disgusting how good this team is. As I missed that. And he scored. Good for you. And trip. Okay. Preseason tournament final.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to you. Welcome to the Johan Cruyff Arena in Amsterdam.
The biggest game of the season, and it's a preseason tournament final. This is Zlatan's first chance to get some silverware as a manager. Can he do it? Has he put together a squad strong enough to get him some silverware? Right into João Felix, but he gets the ball taken away from him. Not that good of a start. And Domble gets the ball back, finds Felix to Holland. Holland takes a deep shot, and it's way off target. Holland needs to tame that kick.
The system
He's getting a little wild here to start off this game. Dominguez trying to win that header, gets beat, but Diaz does win the header. A nice Pele kick from Ndomble. Now Felix finds Holland, back to Felix, and João with the cross into the box, and it's a goal right away. A beautiful cross in from João Felix. And Northampton is up 1-0 already. That cross, what an angle he put that kick on. And Aouar gets the first goal, the first played goal of the series. Tremendous assist from João Felix there. And Dominguez almost lost that header there. He got a little bit on it. Finds Aouar. Finds Ndomble. To Holland. Holland's getting a little bit of pressure on him, tries to slow that down. Finds Ndomble. Back to Felix. Felix gets it back to Ndomble somehow. And he couldn't slide it to Felix in the end. He loses it. And Diaz wins the header. Finds Dominguez. Back to Aouar. Holland. Felix. Felix with a great turn on his man, but he tries the shot and it's deflected away. That was a terrific turn. He made him look like a fool on that one. And that is deflected off of Dominguez, but they are going to get the ball still on their possession. And it's blocked away into Stengs. Calvin Stengs now loses possession back to the opposing team. And Ndomble gets it, but they call a penalty. It's a quick strike play for the opposing team. Calvin Stengs is now trying to recover here. A cross in. It's blocked by Red Sauce. Stolen away, stolen again. Now Diaz has it, finds Ndomble. They are getting a little bit of pressure now on us.
Maybe took his eye off the ball.
Ruben Diaz has it, trying to just calm things down. It's been a little bit crazy here. Still not out of the woods yet. And Ndomble gets it. Just got to clear it out of our zone. We've been in the defensive third for a while now. Out to Holland. Tries to find Dominguez on the right side.
Does look promising.
Dominguez pulls it back with a cross in the box, but it's a poor cross. Hasn't found anybody. Finds Holland, though. Holland takes a shot. It's deflected, and the keeper grabs it.
Goalkeeper not troubled.
The throw is perfect to their guy. And it's a nice lob over the top of the defense here. Dominguez is left in the dust. And they have a chance here. Red Sauce gets in there, and he's still fighting for that football. And Ndomble finds his man, João Felix, who finds Calvin Stengs running deep down the right side of the pitch. Stengs lobs it in. And it's over the head of everybody. Felix gets it now in the box, takes a shot, rolls it on the ground. That was a lawn chopper right there. And it was deflected away at the last second by the keeper. And now the corner in, the header is blocked away.
There's still some problems for them.
But look how fast we closed in on them. That's the speed difference, the talent difference overall. And Alphonso Davies is able to recover that one. But he makes a poor decision on that pass. And now they lob it up. Davies gets in front of that one, intercepts the pass, finds Aouar, finds Ndomble. Ndomble making a run. He's got some space. Everybody's just backing away from Felix to Holland. Felix gets the pass blocked and stolen away. But a poor pass. What was he doing? Ndomble just easily walks in front of the path of the ball.
Intercepted here.
And now another poor decision making from this Northampton team. This is a young Northampton team. They're going to make mistakes.
Maybe the counter-attack is on here.
They can't just rely on pure talent to beat everybody. They're going to have to create some stuff.
Good interception there.
And that's what they'll have to learn. That's what Zlatan's going to have to install into their minds throughout this first season. And don't forget, we have that Scout Future Star being located right now. He's on his way. They haven't found him yet, I don't think, but we have him out there searching for a future star. Calvin Stengs now here in the present, not the future. Calvin Stengs tries to get something created here in the box, but to no avail. And now throw in from Stengs, finds Dominguez. Holland does not get a chance to get that ball. And Ndomble finds the header. Felix Out to Aouar. He scored our first goal. He takes the shot, and it's deflected by the defender. Great block shot there. And now Alphonso Davies trying to keep up with this opposing offense here. He found Felix, finds Holland. Holland loses the ball again. Holland has been struggling a little bit here, trying to keep the ball in his possession. And now Davies with a nice tackle. Gets that football back. Finds Felix. Tries to get it to Holland. And these two guys not linking up as smoothly as I thought they would. It's going to take them a couple of games to get used to playing next to each other. And Davies with a nice header to deflect the ball back to us. But Holland just makes a poor mental error there. Passes the ball right back to the opposing team. And Alphonso Davies was playing some lockdown defense before I moved him out of position. He probably would have been able to stop that one if I didn't move him.
Well, I don't know what was wrong there.
Now Aouar getting pressured early. And Ndombele, nice 1-2 punch. Gets the football back, and it's a penalty. A free kick now for the opposing team. 2 minutes of stoppage time added on here in the first half. Alex Merritt, no trouble on that one. Finds Felix, and now Felix gonna send him deep. No, it's a poor pass, and that's how the first half will end.
That's half-time at 1-0.
Not as dominant as I thought that we would be. I mean, we've obviously controlled the shots, and we've controlled the time of possession, and we controlled the game, obviously. But not as many goals scored as I thought there would be. I thought we'd be able just to breeze right through the defense and be able to like carve them up for some goals. And they call that one a penalty. Are you kidding me?
Might just suit him.
But Aouar is coming off for Donny van de Beek,
Well, he has put in a lot of effort.
a potential future captain for this Northampton squad. I see some big things for Donny van de Beek in the future. But right now he's only an 81 overall, and he's still pretty young, trying to grow. Felix to Holland. There's Van de Beek, gets his first touch of the game, and he drives it into the middle of the field, takes a shot, he scores! His first touch of the game.
A matter of minutes. I'm not sure he's touched the ball before this, but a vital touch.
Donny van de Beek.
Goalkeeper was reaching for
his first touch of the game. They give him tremendous space. They're slacking. They're falling asleep on defense. And Van de Beek makes them pay with an absolute strike to the top right corner of the goal. Donny van de Beek. 2-0 Northampton, and this one's basically locked up. Unless for some reason we just absolutely collapse on defense and they're able to score 2 or 3 goals. I don't see that happening, but
space to get the cross in.
And risky chance there. The clearance is faulted there. They take the shot, it's blocked. I think that was Retsalz that blocked it. Finds Van de Beek. And Ndombele now. Finds Felix. Holland not the quickest, but he does find Calvin Stengs out on the right side. He moves his man, crosses it in, and it's deflected away for a corner. We're in the 56th minute here, 2-0 Northampton. The corner is out, and João Felix heads it poorly. Very poor header from João Felix. And now it's a goal kick. Nice kick from the keeper. And Ndombele wins that header. Surprisingly, I didn't think he'd be able to win that one. João does not win his header as the opposing team takes possession here.
And in a moment, there'll be a substitution.
And Ndombele with a tackle, a risky tackle. That could have got him a card on that one. But a poor pass finds Alphonso Davies. He just stood right in the way of it. And now Donny van de Beek lays this one up for Ndombele, but it was too far ahead of him.
Saw it coming.
Ooh, my throat is struggling today. And now João Felix finds it, trying to put those moves on him. He loses the possession, though.
Well, we're 2/3 of the way through the
Retsalz gets it. And now he doesn't have much pace, so he gets it out to Calvin Stengs. Tries to find Holland, but it's taken away. Davies is there under it to get possession back, and Ndombele now has it.
Oh, he's loving it. He's enjoying it.
Finds Van de Beek, and Van de Beek's already hit from deep. once in this game, but this one was a very poor
No, I mean,
shot.
from that distance, he had to go for power, but he's got to do better than that.
Well, there's still time to
Goal
get
kick
back in
now,
this game,
very
but they're
good
gonna
goal
try and do
kick,
it with a
and
substitute.
Domblé easily wins that one. No question about that.
Successful tackle.
And now João Felix gives away possession here, and now they're on the counter.
Room now out of
They
the
have a
wing.
nice chance here for a counter. They cross it into the middle of the pitch.
Could pull one back
Nice
here.
pull. He pulled that
Well,
one
they
away
managed to get
from me.
out
He
of
made me
harm's
look
way there
silly on that one.
because it looked
Luckily,
as though
the
there was gonna
next
be some real damage done to them.
pass that he made was very poor. But that first one,
Could whip it in from here.
nice job intercepting that.
that.
But he give it right back to him here. And they are threatening. They're
Here's the
threatening
chance to get
to
in the
do
cross.
some damage here. Get the first goal of the game for him. And a poor shot selection for him. And we clear that away, and Domblé starts to take it up to the halfway point of the field. Finds Holland. Holland, I mentioned earlier, does not have very much pace, but he finds somebody who does. João Felix, he didn't have anything going for him. Finds Calvin Stengs, who finds Van de Beek. Van de Beek first touch, and he shoots it. Nice shot on target, but the keeper, very good job deflecting that one away. And Domblé gets possession back for Northampton.
Could be in double figures. Continue to
And Calvin
create chances
Stengs
at a fantastic
tries
rate.
to fight that
Those
one off.
strikers,
Very
I'm sure,
physical
have never
challenge
had
from
so
both
many
Stengs and the opposing team's player. And a poor pass. That one's going to roll out of bounds unless he can save it. No, he's a step away from saving it. And it's Northampton throw.
Here we're going to have a substitution.
Van de Beek now finds Alphonso Davies, who finds Ndomble.
Now Tanguy Ndombele.
Now to Felix, who tries to find Holland, but Holland doesn't know what planet he's on that one. He just runs around the opposing team right there.
On my watch.
Van de Beek to Felix, to Holland, and Holland had Van de Beek going. He was streaking down the field, but he loses possession a second before he could get the ball to Van de Beek. That was a very missed opportunity there. But now Holland finds Vinicius Jr., who I haven't said his name at all in this game so far. And now Vinicius, his first touch is a poor shot, deflected by the defender. And now I think we need to make some substitutions. Yeah, a lot of our guys are dying out there. Sandro Tonali coming in, Jonathan David coming in on that right wing spot, and Diogo Dalot is going to come in for Alphonso Davies. Those are our three substitutions for this game.
Back by that interception.
I don't know how
Here's an opportunity with the ball
much
over the top.
playing time they'll get with little time remaining.
Got to be.
And a deflection. Alphonso Davies coming up clutch on that one. And I just kick it away just to get those subs in the game.
Action on the benches.
Get those three fresh pairs of legs in the game. And Alphonso Davies came up with a clutch save at the line. And that was a poor chance for the opposing team. They had a nice opportunity. Just not enough power. These guys aren't putting power on their shots for some reason. They're just laying them right to Alex Merritt. Sandro Tonali now in the game. Finds a fresh Jonathan David, who has the pace. Can he beat his man? No, he can't. He finds Felix. He pulls it back and finds Felix, who finds Van de Beek.
Van de Beek.
Finds Vinicius, and Vinicius crosses in and takes the shot. It was close. At least it looked close.
Blown off his foot.
Let's check another angle at it to see how close it actually was. It wasn't that close. It looked a little closer than from that angle than it did from the one they showed.
Absolutely brilliant today, and no wonder he's getting some individual acclaim, which he wouldn't have got if he'd stayed on till the end.
No, and he's my man of the match, and I'm sure he is of the fans as well that are clapping.
Christian Romero now makes his debut for the team here in this garbage time of this game.
Let's get it out of harm's way.
Van de Beek now, he has Vinicius on the left side. He does find him, and Vinicius barely gets that away before getting challenged.
Saw the pass and dealt with it.
And a poor pass, Jonathan David right there to intercept it. Finds Vinicius. Vinicius gets beaten to the ball. He gets overpowered there. And now we're into 3 minutes of added time. Jonathan David trying to recover here. Nicolas Dominguez, he trips up, but he does make sure to knock the ball away from the defender.
Well, you could see what he was trying
And
to do, but he
Vinicius
couldn't
just
execute
running
it
at the
at all.
clock, and
That's
there it
it.
is. 2-0 victory for Northampton in their first final of the series, even if it is the preseason, and it was a very superior, very inferior team that we went up against. It's good. It's good live game reps. Is all you can say basically. Good live game reps for these young kids, and it is Lawton's first competitive tournament, I guess. First competitive games that he's managed, and he does bring home some silverware in his first competitive tournament. So that is a bright sign, a good sign for this young team, that they're able to come up big in the crucial moments and able to bring home some silverware for this Northampton squad. So that was the first look at the Northampton team. You guys can let me know what you think, if I need to make some substitutions to the lineup, if you if you think somebody is going to be able to play better for us in the formation that I have, or you can suggest a new formation if you think that another formation would suit this team better. I mean, I'm open to all your suggestions. I mean, I'm going to take them. And now we just simulate to the start of the League 2 season, which is going to be a minute. It is going to be a minute, that's for sure. But in the meantime, we can just simulate some training, get everybody growing nice and well. Rofo moves up to a 63. We might have to loan him out so he can get some game reps. That'd be good if he could get some good game reps. I do want to check something, though, real quick, after we get to this next session of training. A loan offer for Zaniola. Nicola Zaniola. 20-year-old Italian, 74 overall, 14 million is his valuation. You know what? I'll let him get some game reps, some live first-team football. He can go out on loan if they accept his wages, if they can agree on that. But he's probably not going to get as much game time as I would like. So, I mean, if he has the opportunity, might as well get him some first-team reps. Mason Greenwood up to a 68 overall. He's growing very nicely here early parts of the season. Now, I do want to check, see if they updated this. See if they updated this stuff. They might not have, because this save has already started before they added this. So I don't know if he'd be in the game or not. Some of you may know who I'm talking about. Why'd I do that? I should have went the other way. There's this one kid who they just added into the game, and no, it doesn't look like he's in just yet. So that kind of sucks, because he's a real good player. That kind of sucks. He's a good player. No, not Casemiro. No, back. And he's got buckets of potential, but he's just not in this save yet. If I would have started it if I would have started it a few days later, then he definitely would have been in it. But that's okay. I am going to assign a scout to Mark Cucurella, because I am a big fan of his. So, might as well see if... Ooh, here we go. Our scout future star has returned. Who is the player? He's a center forward, Diogo Neves. He's already 62 overall. He's 17 years old. He's valued at $750,000 already. He's got tremendous pace already. Speed is at 94, acceleration 94, 90 agility. He's got 80 vision, 83 dribbling. He's potential 75 to 94. It kind of sucks that he's a center forward, because that's not really what we need. But I could have used a center back, really. I wish he was. None of these guys are really looking. I'll let that guy go another month. not you. I'll get rid of you. But this guy, he's got some potential. He's only 15 years old, so. But Diogo Neves, I might have to bring his. He is 17, so I might have to sign him to the first team, or to the senior team, I should say. What's this? Final scouting report on Mark Cucurella. I already know how good he is. And Zaniola has been loaned out, so he will get some first team reps for whatever team I just loaned him out to. And I am gonna go to the youth academy and promote this man to the senior team so that he can start getting some training. I want him to get some good training. And Van de Beek said that he wanted to play the first game, so I will let him play. He will start in front of Aouar for the first game of the League 2 season here in England against Warsaw. Simulate it. We should be able to win easy. 4-0. And we didn't get any injuries, no red cards, no yellow cards. That's nice. That's what you like to see on simulated games. And he's happy. That's good. Got to keep that morale up. That morale is a key part to this career mode this year. And now training. Now, who do I want to stop giving training to? You know what? I don't really need to give you training, Rofo. I want to give my man Diogo Neves. Let's get him some training. Get him straight into training. Get him up to maybe like a 70 by the end of the season, hopefully. And he fits in right with all the young guys. He's about a 62 overall. A loan offer for Holland. I am going to swiftly reject that. He is going to be a mainstay for this team. Not going anywhere. And Juventus. What's Juventus got going on? Oh, they signed a player. And already this kid's got some loan offers. Sporting want to come in on a 1-year loan for Diogo Neves. I'm going to reject that just because he hasn't even been on my squad a week. And they already want to loan him out, so I'm not going to do that just yet. I may do that later on. And Heung-min Son goes to Real Madrid for 106.1 million. Good for Real Madrid. And now we got the next game of the League 2 season. We are currently #1 in the standings. They've already lost to Colchester 3-1, so we beat them 4-0, and we keep our clean sheet. Our clean sheet streak is alive still. We haven't let in a goal in the League 2 season. Next training session. Neves not having the best training session so far. Disappointing start to his career. But De La Vega is up to a 71 overall. That is very good for the young winger. And now we got more Camby in the round 1 of the Carabao Cup, which should be a swift victory. They've already lost 2 games, so we beat them 5-0. João Felix with 2, and I didn't see who else had 2, but somebody else did have a brace. And now we've got Macclesfield Town. There are a lot of teams that are starting 2-0. The first 6 teams, at least, have started 2-0. That's pretty good for League 2. Macclesfield Town versus Northampton. And we win 3-0. João Felix gets a hat trick for Northampton to seal the victory for us. Another training session. Now Neves, he's starting to get in the groove of things. He's growing in his ratings. That's good. You always like to see your young players grow after a couple days, couple weeks. Now we got the next game against Swindon Town, who is also undefeated. A battle of the undefeateds early on in the League 2 season. We are away at Swindon. Can we pull out a victory? 3-0. And Dominguez does get a yellow card, and Holland gets injured. He picks up an injury in the 8th minute. How long will he be out? A loan offer for Alphonso Davies. That's going to be a swift rejection. He's going to be our starting left back. It's 2 months, an MCL injury. Holland has suffered an MCL injury and out 2 months. That sucks. But now there's only 3 teams now in the League 2 standings that have not lost a game yet, and we're going up against one of those two teams, Colchester, in this next game. But I have to get rid of Holland now. I'm going to put Jonathan David up at striker and then put Rodrigo on the bench along with Rodrigo's going to be on the bench. There we go. So now Jonathan David will start at striker alongside João Felix. So João's going to have to pick up a little bit of the slack now. Let's simulate this game against Colchester. They're on a 2-game winning streak, and we beat them 4-0. I don't think we've let in a goal this entire League 2 season so far. I'm going to check that real quick and see if that is true. I don't want to be telling you guys lies. Lewis Gibson quietly growing very well. I haven't really mentioned his growth so far, but he is doing surprisingly well. And now we have the next game of the Carabao Cup. Chelsea sell Ruben Loftus-Cheek to Roma for 27 million. That's kind of surprising. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, a nice young player. Can't believe they would choose to sell him. Aouar wants to play, so I'll take Ndombele, or I'll take Van de Beek out, switch him for Aouar, just so everybody's morale stays good. And let's simulate this game against Newport. This should be another swift victory. Their last 3 games, they've all drawn 1-1. So Newport, not a very good team. And we get 2 guys on braces, and Rodrigo comes off the bench with a 5th goal. So it's a 5-0 victory. And he's happy that I started him. What can you say? Zlatan Ibrahimovic is a man of the people. So let's continue. Oh, sorry guys, my timer is going off on my phone. There we go. Okay, so let's quickly... Oh, there's some guys going on international break. Let's quickly simulate this game against Plymouth, and then I'll end the episode here for today. In the next one, we will finish the transfer window as we beat them 4-0. I do want to quickly check and see before I end the video standings. Us and Leyton Orient. Leyton Orient we are both undefeated, 6 wins from 6 games. We have scored 22 goals and not allowed a single goal, so I was right. We have scored 22 goals and allowed 0 goals. So that is going to be the end of the episode here for today, guys. In the next one, we will finish the transfer window, and we will move on to September, where we will probably play one of these games, depending on which one I'm feeling at the time. And then we'll simulate some more, maybe play 1, maybe 2 of these games. But we got to keep this series moving quickly, so we got to simulate a lot of games, get through a lot of seasons. So if you guys did enjoy, remember, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, and the subscription button while you're down there. It only takes a few seconds, if that, and it really does help me out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!